Yo, welcome back to the Nerds with Glasses podcast, your number one gaming podcast on YouTube. I am your host, Knowledge.
And I'm Javi. Quick shout out to the homie Junior, who let us borrow his copy of Shenmue.
He's like, he was just like, whoa.
He just like, about to text you. Like, no. You're borrowing it.
Yeah. He let us borrow Shenmue, which we'll do for a Throwback Thursday game movie in about 2 weeks, I think. But it's a big help to us because a lot of people have been asking to see this game.
And if I'm not mistaken, there have been talks about a new one coming out.
No, yeah, they're making a new one for sure. Right, Remember at E3 they had a whole whole fundraiser thing. But yeah, that's why the game's been hot recently, and this is not an easy game to find. No.
First of all, it's on Dreamcast.
It's on Dreamcast, yes.
First of all,
just number one, the fucking.
And that's it. Number one,
and that's the end of my statement. Thank you.
But yeah, so the big shout out.
All right, thanks, Junior. We really appreciate the homie Junior. Thank you. We really appreciate that. So we weren't here last week, unfortunately. Again, I was in Las Vegas.
Yeah, this time it wasn't me.
No, it wasn't your fault this time.
This time it wasn't my fault.
It was my fault. I came back really sick. I'm still a little bit sick, but I'm pumped up for fucking this week of games and for this podcast. So first up, this week coming out.
Go ahead, because I'm definitely not as excited for this week as you are.
Okay, fuck all the other games. Gears of War Ultimate Edition is coming out on Tuesday. We actually have it already. We played it already. It's amazing. It's exactly what a remaster should be in this day and age.
Okay.
All right. So like nowadays, we've talked about this so many times on the podcast about like all these bullshit definitive edition and remasters.
Or in the Blind Forest.
Yeah.
Like I love the game, but
that's a whole other. Yeah.
That game just came out.
And you have the definitive edition coming out. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, we've had all these. The Tomb Raider definitive edition. We have Dishonored's another one that's coming out. We just talked about. But Gears of War did something really cool. First of all, price point, which is really important, I think, when you talk about how good a game is. So it costs $40.
Right.
Okay.
I think the cheapest one so far has been Devil May Cry, which I think was $25.
Yeah, but see, and those were lit. Well, which one? The DMC Devil May Cry?
No,
or part 4.
Part 4.
Yeah, that one was $25. That actually was really good because they added content on there. That was a good remaster.
Like I thought the DMC one was good too because they added a lot of stuff too.
So like that's the great thing is when they add stuff, at least it adds new value to it. I know in the Devil May Cry 4 when they added 2 characters, 2 playable characters that you couldn't play with.
We had Gears of War recently. I mean, not Gears of War, God of War. I don't think they added too much.
They literally, I think they took off stuff. Like, you know, like.
But it's good for people that haven't played the game because I know a lot of people that haven't played the game because they didn't have a PS3.
Okay.
They played on the PS2, but never got the PS3. You know, so now they have a chance to play it. But for everyone else, it's really bad. The other one was.
I mean, that's fair. I get
The other one was, I forgot the game. I never really played the game. Prototype?
Yeah.
That game recently got a remaster.
Yeah, that one threw me over the edge because that one was. I just think they ported it over.
Right.
I swear to God, like they didn't do anything to it. You know, at least even God of War was bullshit. Sure, it's 1080p now. Sure, it's 60 frames per second. But like, I'm not an engineer or anything, but I'm pretty sure like you just like put it on the PS4 and it runs. You know what I mean? Like
the PS4 does all the work.
Yeah, like I'm sure they have to upgrade the textures or whatnot, but is it worth a remaster? Fuck no.
The price, because I think that one was $50.
No, it was 42.
That was 40 also, yeah.
It was 42. So I mean, I'm not gonna bash on it. It was a great game, but Last of Us was another one. Fucking 1 year after its release, it's coming out.
And it came out with it came out with something. The photo editor.
Yeah, the photo mode.
Or it was just photo mode. I'm sorry.
Remember how they keep bringing that shit up every time there's it has photo mode. Like
But they did bring it up to 60 frames.
They did. No, like yes, it looks better. It's in 60 frames. I'll give it that. I'm not bashing on that, and they're good games. So most people you don't really complain about it because
but like you said, it did come out recently. I guess like the best ones have been so far, kind of, were the Devil May Cry 4, because they hadn't been out for a while.
Yeah,
you know the what was it? The one we just mentioned. Shit, yeah. But Gears of War now too. I haven't played it. I wasn't a huge fan of Gears of War, but you know, I know a lot of people were. It was one of the Xbox exclusive games.
And the thing about it too is the time matters. To me, it does. Like it came out in 2006. It's almost been 10 years now. It's like it really upgrading it, even if it was just an upgrade to 1080p 60 frames per second, like a 10-year-old game, that's a big upgrade, you know, as opposed to a game that came out last year or 2 years ago. But they also added extra chapters, which those chapters were actually on the PC version, but it has never been on console. They made brand new cinematics that were animated by, I forgot what the studio was. It wasn't Blur.
We talked about them before.
Yes, I forgot who it was, but they look amazing, and that matters to me. I mean, other people are like, oh, who cares? It's just cutscenes. I think they were
the same people that did like Neverwinter.
Yeah, exactly. And they added brand new content to the multiplayer. Like they modernized the multiplayer, and instead of like, because if you remember from Gears of War 1, the multiplayer is just execution. It's just like one game mode, and that's it. That's
all you need.
Yeah, and that's Gears multiplayer. Now they added a bunch of other stuff like deathmatch, hardpoint, that type of stuff. Like they modernized it. It feels smooth. It feels amazing. I give them props for what they did. $40, and you get all the Gears of War backwards compatible on your Xbox. So you
get 2 and 3.
You get 1, 2, 3, okay. And 1. Yeah, you get 1, so you can get the original Gears.
And then play 3.
Yeah, so if you buy this game, you're gonna get 1, 2, 3, and Judgment on your Xbox One as backwards compatible.
So similar to what the Rare Replay did, where they gave you the game for the Xbox One.
Yeah.
But all the games that were compatible.
Yeah,
for 360.
The 360.
You can also go for whatever. Because I for that I didn't understand why they would do that.
Yeah.
Because why would you want to play the 360 version? It didn't have multiplayer as far as I know, except maybe Killer Instinct and stuff.
Yeah, you mean the
Rare Replay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the but the Rare Replay was the same thing. The only thing was, in Gears of War, you can access the games within the Ultimate Edition.
Oh, okay.
Like they're just there separately.
Oh, okay.
Whereas on Rare Replay, you even if you go through the Rare Replay game, when you click it, it'll take you into the Xbox 360 dashboard. Like you won't play it within.
Really? Okay, because that didn't happen to me. Because I didn't download any of those.
Okay, well,
I didn't download the backwards compatibility ones. I just downloaded the 11 gig Rare Replay.
Yeah.
And I've been able to play all the games.
And you've tried all the 360 games.
I don't have them downloaded.
Okay,
but I played like Banjo-Kazooie and Conker.
Okay, but those were they weren't they were the 64 versions.
Oh, okay.
So like if it was a 360 version,
I see what you mean. I
think it would make you install the game, and then it would just take you to
okay. So like if I were to do like nuts and bolts.
Yeah.
Which I haven't.
Yeah, exactly. Like who would play that? Nobody played it when it came out. Like why would I play it now? Yeah, so kudos to them. It's a great remaster, or whatever you want to call it. I like the fact that they called it the Ultimate Edition too, because it isn't technically a remaster. They didn't remake it. It is, but it's more of a remaster than most of the other games that have come out recently.
Okay.
Also,
the another, I guess, remastered is the definitive edition of Dishonored.
Yeah.
Which I kind of saw coming with the new one coming out.
Yeah.
And it's been 2-3 years.
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, that's another one that's it's just gonna get a paint, paint, coat of paint. But that one was actually cool because if you own the game, which they should do. And I already bought it, so I have it pre-ordered.
The definitive?
Yeah, because if you own the game, then you can buy the new one for $20.
What?
So, and not only that, it also, if you got it, because it was a free with gold game. So, like, if you got it free with gold, you could still
buy the definitive edition.
Yeah, you could buy the definitive edition at half price.
Wow.
So like that's another one where like the price matters. Like for $20, that's a good deal. Because it's going to be 1080p 60 frames per second, and it's going to have all the DLCs, which is
the Game of the Year edition.
Yeah, it's like a Game of the Year edition that has like a makeover for it. So that's not bad.
That's good.
Yeah, and then the last game that's coming out
something that I haven't heard about at all.
Dude, it's pretty good. Like it's
really
pretty good.
I think I've heard the name, but I haven't seen anything. And it's the name of the game is Until Dawn.
Yeah. I
think it's just been completely off whatever radar.
Yeah. I guess because you're not really into the Sony stuff. So because it's a PS4 exclusive.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
You're like, PS4 exclusive. Never mind.
Granted, I do have a PS4 now. So
well, maybe you should look into it. But this is one of those like movie games where it's not so much a game because all you do is like press one. It's like all QTEs, like all quick time events.
So something like
it's like Heavy Rain.
That's the game I was thinking of.
It's like Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls.
And I heard a lot of people like those.
They love them. Some people think they're the best games on PlayStation. I wouldn't call them.
Because they don't have games. I'm just kidding.
Because they don't know how to play games. Because they don't know how to play games. No, but like it's a good game. It has a cool story, and it's one of those ones where it's like your choices really do matter.
It's a horror game, I'm assuming.
It's a horror game, yeah, and it's like who's gonna survive until dawn?
Shut up.
You don't think that's funny, Javi? That's not funny.
Yeah,
to
it's
you?
funny. It's funny. It's funny, Mike.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell the developers.
Come up with a better name. I'm kidding. That's a fine name, but yeah. So I mean, granted, horror games aren't something I look into very often.
Yeah, the genre is kind of like, it's been like even something like Alien Isolation. I remember watching all those videos where they're like, oh my god, the trailer is like people freaking out. Right. And then you play it, and you're like, "Yeah, it's
scary.
It's kind of.
I can't sleep tonight, but I'm not screaming.
Yeah, like,
I'm not sleeping tonight, but I'm not scared.
Yeah,
like the same thing with scary movie. Like they're not that bad. Obviously, like your imagination makes it worse after the movie.
Yeah.
But during the movie, you're like, okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty cool.
Well, I've always argued that modern scary movies go for the jump scares.
Yes.
And there's very few that go for the psychological scare, and so like a lot of the older movies. They were slow. Like to me, The Exorcist is the scariest movie of all time, and like that movie is like they'll have a couple like maybe just like you jump because it's freaky, but at night you'll be looking at your closet the whole night just like why is that?
As soon as you hear a creak, you're out of the room.
I'm out of here. Yeah.
If you don't live with your parents, you're flying to your parents' house.
I'm buying a flight, Mom. I'm going home. Yeah, and then like a lot of the modern movies and a lot of the modern games is the same thing. It's just a bunch of like
because people have been kind of like it seems like they've been desensitized, so people don't want to come up with like this like creative like psychological way.
Yeah,
they just like here pop out.
And it has to do. I think. Well, this is off topic because we're talking about Until Dawn, but now that we're here, I think it has to do with just the generation being so. Everything has to be fast.
Yes.
And so, like, you can't let something just kind of simmer slow and then get to you. They have to throw a bunch of jump scares at you. Otherwise, people just get bored.
Like, you're right, because I can't watch many, like for example, There Will Be Blood.
Yeah.
Love the movie. Can't watch it really with other people.
Yeah. It's too slow.
It's too slow. Like I can watch it. I can watch that thing over and over.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe not over and over. It is very super stuff.
Yeah.
But I can't watch it. It's very hard to watch it with, unless the person you like for some reason has to be certain people.
Yeah.
You can't just watch it with like let's put on There Will Be Blood.
Yeah, and they're like what? And like, they'll people fall asleep 30 minutes in. But that movie will make you, obviously it's not a scary movie, but they'll leave you thinking for a while, and that's what, one movie that came out recently like that's scary is It Follows.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, and
is that the one with like the bear on the billboards?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
It's the one where it's like the girl has sex with this guy, like a promiscuous sex with this guy,
okay.
And then like he like knocks her out or something. And when she wakes up, he tells her like, this sounds crazy, but here forever after somebody will follow you. Okay. You know what I mean? And you pass it on by having sex with somebody. Like promiscuous sex or whatever. It sounds like but like, I mean.
So he was doing it to get rid of it.
Yeah, and so like the thing is, this thing follows you forever, but it's super slow. So like the thing is, something is always following you, and you can outrun it, but it will always
until you
follow.
Pass it on.
Yeah, and then you have to pass it on. You know what I mean? But it's a slow, like old style movie.
Okay.
A lot of people hated it. The critics loved it because they're like, "Oh man, like oh shit!" Like
because all the critics are old.
Yeah. Goddamn critics. No, they're not, Javi.
No, I know.
Anyways, yeah, Until Dawn. It's been pretty good so far. It's hard to tell how it's gonna be. It's one of those games, and they advertise it this way that you can't. You got to play it multiple times because. So
is it an episodic or like is it all out right now?
No, it's all out. But the point is, it has a butterfly effect. So like you can literally finish the game with everybody alive, or you can finish it with everybody dead. So it depending. It's one of those things. There's no real ending. It just depends on how you play it. Okay. And there's those special decisions that have butterfly effects that change the whole story. Okay. So interesting concept, but it's one of those.
Bore a lot of people.
Well, it's gonna rely a lot on whether you like the ending or not. It's one of those type of games. It's like the ending will ruin it for you because the whole game is a movie.
That's true.
You know, and plus Hayden Panettiere. How do you say her name?
Hayden Panettiere.
Panettiere in a towel. So
that's all you need to say.
Like,
why did you start with that?
It's a definite rental. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, moving on.
Yes. So now we've heard about Nintendo's next.
Yeah.
We, a lot of speculation stuff.
Yeah.
Recently, though,
we've been in the forefront, by the way. We're the ones who said that shit first. You guys know that.
But so recently, there was a patent
filed
by Nintendo for a diskless console system. I don't know.
Yeah, gaming system. That's the way they phrased it. So the question is that the next? Yeah, it's the next, bro. It's the NX, right?
Right.
Is Nintendo gonna fuck you over? Yeah, Nintendo's gonna fuck you.
Hasn't all of them, haven't every single company done that already? That's what they do.
Yeah.
How do you think they make money?
They just by fucking you over?
Yeah.
God, man, you're such a cynic. No, I mean, we talked about it before. The Nintendo NX is a system, and it's gonna come out next year, man. Mark my fucking words. It's coming out next year.
April 12th. Calling it. April 12th.
We should make a pool with our subs and just everybody pick a date and you put money on that day.
Yeah.
Right? Dude, that'd be awesome. It's coming out next year. You're not gonna get Zelda for the Wii U. You're gonna get fucked over if you bought a Wii U because they fucked up. And instead of sticking with it and sticking with their fans, they're gonna fuck you again. And we're saying, I was reading the comments for this article and it was like, wow, this system, are they trying to be the PS Vita or the PS Go?
What is that?
But I was telling you, if you think about it, both the Xbox One and the PS4 are both diskless systems because essentially, even if you buy the disc, you still play it off your hard drive.
It installs completely. It's kind of like how the PC works. Because the PC installs, it doesn't play it off the disc.
Yeah.
If you buy, granted, not many people buy discs for computer, for PC gaming.
Yeah.
But if you were to buy the disc, you have to install the whole disc, or at least, and then you have to have the disc as a barrier.
Yeah.
To be do you own this game? Please put it in.
Yeah, exactly. It's punishment for owning
the
PlayStation
and PlayStation 4 and Xbox. I'm not 100% sure about the PlayStation 4 because I don't use it that often.
No, it is. Yeah,
but
it is the same thing.
But the Xbox, they're both like that.
They're both
and they both have no memory, so you're screwed.
And and the truth is, it has to be that way now because the disc systems have not kept up with the technology. It would be too hard for it to read that much information off the disc. You would have to have a sick fucking Blu-ray player.
And unfortunately, the Xbox and PlayStation aren't that.
Yeah, and they could do it, but then they would probably have to charge another $100 for the console. So might as well just play it off the hard drive because that's cheaper. So yeah, that's essentially what the Nintendo Next is going to be. It's just going to be that. It's going to be a diskless system, except they're just going to take off all the bullshit. They're going to take off all the bullshit and just say, no disc, just buy a digital. Because that's basically what you should do now.
Yeah. A lot of people still don't like that. But that's how it's going. Memory is starting to, like you said, the discs aren't... It's not worth it for them to make a system that reads a disc that fast.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense for them. Just go with the hard drives. It's much easier.
All right. So now that Mike is done bashing Nintendo, saying they're not giving us anything, we are getting one game at least.
Yeah. What game are we getting?
Pokemon Tournament. Which I know you're not excited about, but I am very excited about.
Yeah. It's not that I'm not excited about it. It's just dude, I want a Pokemon game. I don't want a fighting Pokemon game. Give me a fucking RPG Pokemon game.
Right, which they're never gonna give you.
Yeah.
Never. Stop asking for it. But it's coming out.
Shut the fuck up, Mike. Stop asking for it.
But it's coming, which I was very surprised. It's coming out spring of next year.
But why were you surprised? It's been announced now for a fucking year.
It's been announced at the arcades. I didn't think they were actually gonna anytime soon You know, because usually, like, especially Japanese games stay in the arcades for a while before they even come out.
No, that's true. Yeah.
You know?
No, that's
so
true.
I just thought, I mean, granted, it's probably because, like you said, because they are screwing us over, they're trying to get something out.
Yeah. I mean, they have to get something out, dude, because...
I mean, this year they have, I think, Xenoblade Chronicles, which I know, like, I don't know much about it, so...
People are excited. It's one of those games where it's like, it's going to sell, like, 500,000 copies. It's gonna be an amazing game. Right. I bet you it's gonna be an amazing game.
But we don't know anything about it because we're not into that.
We're not into that, and like not many people are into that. I mean, in the Japanese market, I'm sure there is. But like, I've never just talked to somebody like, bro, did you see the new Xenoblade Chronicles like trailer? Like, no, it's not like that.
Right, and I don't think they have any other exclusives. I mean, there's Mario Maker.
Yeah.
Yoshi's Woolly World.
I mean, this year they got some pretty good shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't remember any of the other.
Star Fox.
Star Fox is
gonna be big.
Yeah.
So there's some games that are clearly in the pipeline
for the Wii U, hopefully.
And they have to come out for the Wii U.
And they have to come out before next year so they can.
So
get the next out.
Yeah. So like, but. The ones that matter, the ones that really matter, like, and we talked about this before, there's like tier 1, tier 2. To me and to you, we agree, tier 1 is absolutely Mario and Zelda.
Zelda.
Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, right? Those, they released already Smash Brothers and Mario Kart because they were, they couldn't delay it that long. But like Zelda, it seemed like they delayed it on purpose, because they've done it before.
Yeah, they did it with the Wii and the GameCube. With Twilight Princess.
Yeah, exactly. And then Mario, like, we literally have not heard, like, not even like a screenshot.
For what I'm assuming is going to be Super Mario.
Yeah.
I mean, Super Mario
Galaxy 3 or maybe a new sub franchise of it. Maybe Super Mario Sunshine 2. They could go with that.
Maybe a Luigi's Mansion for console, not to replace the Mario,
but that's another like pretty big franchise. Yeah, I say like it's like tier 2. Tier 2. Metroid, I don't know. I guess Metroid,
I think at this point it's tier 3.
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, it's such a big name. I think it would create buzz, but who knows?
Star Fox, I think at one point was a tier 1.
Yeah.
The same with Metroid.
Yeah.
But they've been, kind of like.
Yeah.
They're probably like low tier 2.
Tier 2. Low tier.
Top of 3.
Dominating tier 3. Absolutely. Low tier 2. Yeah. So. Those are being delayed. Pokken Tournament looks good. I mean, it does. I'm not saying it looks bad. It looks good. But it just seems to me like that's just another egg they're throwing at you with fucking Nintendo.
And it's working.
Yeah, you're like, oh,
I'm eating. Yeah.
I guess I gotta get a Wii U. God damn it.
I've been putting it off long enough.
Yeah, you have the game, but you don't have the console.
That's Smash. Yeah.
You're like one of the only people on Earth like that. Like I
did the same with Smash Brawl.
Yeah, but didn't have the console.
I didn't have the console yet.
Man, you're crazy. All right. Anyways, moving on from Nintendo news, we talked about this before too, and now it's actually going to happen. Was the Rockstar Editor?
Well, we talked about it. How it was for the PC.
Yeah.
How you loved it. Thought it had so
absolutely game changing for
potential.
Potential.
Cinemas.
Yeah,
your own freaking.
You can make a fucking
animation. It's kind of like the SFX.
Yeah.
The Steam.
And then like it's a Team Fortress.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, but the animator.
Yeah.
And this is something not as intricate, I'm assuming. Something a little bit easier for people to use.
I think so. So they're bringing it to consoles, to Xbox One,
the Rockstar Editor,
and to PS4.
With the next update, which I have no idea when it is.
Yeah, they said they didn't give a release date for the update, but it said it's coming in the next update. And like to me, I wanted to talk about this because we talked about it before that it could be a game changer if they brought it, and like they're bringing it to consoles.
Yeah, the crazy thing is, I'm assuming you're going to be able to record everything on your Xbox. It's going to be on the Xbox hard drive, which unfortunately is very small.
Yeah.
But you'll be able to, use your external and have it there. I'm assuming it's going to be easy to transfer. Well, you might even have an upload. It's within the system.
Well, if it works like it does on the PC, which I'm assuming it will, like your actual save is not too big.
Okay.
It's maybe like 25. Let's say like every 2 minutes it's like 50 megabytes or something like that. The point is, when you do your edit, then you can upload it into YouTube or upload it, but then you can upload it to a higher quality.
Yeah, and the best thing about it though is that all the editing stuff is within the thing itself.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to export it to a computer to edit it.
Yeah.
You can edit it there.
Although I recommend you do it.
Yeah, of course, but not everyone will
do that. Yeah. No, I get you.
Like this is like that same thing with like Forge,
Yeah.
Like it made it so easy for people. Granted, they had to record it some other way.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you were able to record in Forge. No, wasn't there a theater mode you can record? For Yeah. So this is going to be like a better version of that for people.
Yeah.
And we already saw what people could do with that one.
Yeah, they could do fucking crazy stuff.
Yeah. So now just imagine what they're gonna be able to do.
Yeah, because the GTA community is humongous, and I don't know. I think for anybody who's a fan of YouTube and a fan of gaming on YouTube, this is just such a big step because it nurtures creativity, and like anybody who has a creative spirit has an avenue because majority of real gamers have either a PS4 or Xbox one or the other, and you can get a GTA 5 and really do something amazing with it because like I've toyed around with this stuff, guys, and you can literally make a movie on this. It's not gonna be easy, but like you can do it, and it has that type of capability. Make full action sequences with it.
Yeah, and it looks, like you said, like it has a lot of extreme potential.
Yeah, and we predicted it, and it's happening, dude. Our predictions, we need to start writing these down because.
Yeah. But the thing I'm liking is that with the Fallout getting mods, consoles are looking even better and better.
That's true.
As they're going.
True. And what was it, Doom? I think.
Granted, that's like a Forge also. I want to say. Oh wait, no.
No, but they said the mods they can transfer over from PC.
I got you. Yeah. So that's great.
Yeah.
A lot of people that's what keeps. A lot of games like Skyrim so alive, so vibrant. People doing this stuff. Can only imagine what it's gonna do for Fallout and Doom.
Yeah, it's gonna just foster the community and the more they bring the console and PC community, the better. And we're seeing that a lot. Like you're saying, they're gonna have the cross mods. We've seen a lot of the crossplay recently. A lot of the crossplay stuff.
Especially with the Windows 10 and Xbox One.
Yeah,
and then Rocket League.
And Rocket League. The greatest game of 2015. Best game of 2015. But speaking of like bringing these communities together, I think the one game that's out there that would just completely obliterate everything is Destiny.
I think a lot of people would disagree, but at the same time be playing it.
Yeah, I think Destiny is just that game that everybody likes to complain about, but still plays.
Like Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly.
It took over Call of Duty's that slot.
Yeah, exactly. Because even with Black Ops 3 now, you're just seeing love everywhere. It's like there's a lot
of people hating it.
But I think those are.
I think there's still people on the Destiny hate.
Yeah,
while they're doing the raid.
God, I hate getting this stupid gun every time I do this 6-hour raid.
Game is stupid.
Yeah, but so we read this about Bungie that they have what is it? They had an ad out to hire a PC compatibility tester.
Compatibility.
Is Destiny coming to the PC? What do you think?
Maybe they're making a new game.
Okay.
I mean, what?
So just throw out the 10-year plan.
The 10-year plan is out. New game for both console and PC. That's what's happening.
I mean, we just happen to name it Destiny Year 2 with the Taken King.
Exactly. They just happen to, replace Destiny, completely change it, and then, they just, the name was too good to, get rid of. So they had to keep it.
Is Destiny coming to PC?
I don't know.
You don't think so? Okay, give me the case why it wouldn't come to PC.
I don't think there is a case for why it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Except maybe money, because already, there was content, there was stuff like this, so, it'd be great if it could be on PC.
Yeah.
I'd probably still play it on console.
Yeah, people like us, we're console people, you know what I mean? Like, I love PC, but it's just where I grew up playing on console, so what can I say?
Yeah, but if Destiny was on PC and I didn't have it for Xbox, I would probably play on PC.
Yeah, and I think that the PC community would just gravitate toward Destiny, especially with everything that's been going on with the Taken King. Like, at least what we've seen, what they revealed, they're making it so intricate that it's just perfect for the PC community.
The thing I'm thinking is PC is because I wonder how the mod there's gonna be modding because it's. I think like it's easy to hack anything.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's a lot easier to hack it when it's on the PC than when it's on, the console.
That's true, but you know what? I think the games that, like the Call of Duty games in particular, like COD 4 was infinitely moddable.
Right.
And then Infinity Ward decided with Modern Warfare 2 that they didn't want you to mod. They wanted you to play the game how they wanted it. So I don't know what they did, but they really closed that game off. I don't understand all the engineering behind it, but like that community was not thriving. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's the thing, because I don't know how much Bungie would like someone going into their game and making it better. Maybe not better, but changing it to because there's so many complaints about so many different things.
Yeah.
And if it's on PC, I just think that people are just gonna be like, you know what, this gun isn't good enough.
Yeah.
Let's tweak it.
That's true. And I mean, for some reason, the console developers seem to be more. They're really cautious about that. Yeah, they don't. We want you. As a matter of fact, that's one of the main reasons. Like, match-made multiplayer was not even. That used to not even be a thing. Like, Halo made that a thing, because what Bungie's dream is like they wanted you to play all their maps and see all their content, and you can still see that in Destiny. Like, they force you to do things because they want you to experience everything. You know what I mean? Because before, like, the PC game that I always played is Command and Conquer, and like nobody ever did match made. It was there as an option, and like some people did it, but most people just went to a lobby and found a game. And that's how most PC games work. Like they want lobbies.
Yeah, like Battlefield has you can join a server. Yeah, and someone controls how everything is going.
Yeah,
It's not like a random. It's not like matchmaking where it just randomly puts you against a skill base.
Yeah.
Like or supposedly skill wise, it chooses who you're playing against.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the case for it not to come into PC. The case for it to come to PC is money, and like I think that there's an infinite amount of money. That they can make from bringing it to PC.
This could be that one game where it's like, so who would win, a controller or PC? Because aiming, like we've said before, PC 100%.
Yeah.
But the movement might be a little bit tougher for them.
Yeah, I mean, PC guys will never admit to that though. So
no,
I don't know.
Of course.
It'd be crazy to see. They're like, no, we can move just as good with the.
Right. But like,
all right, bro.
I see like some of the things like the move. Like I love Destiny's gunplay. 100%.
Yeah.
Great gunplay. Probably one of the best out of any shooter.
I agree.
This year.
Yeah.
Guns are stupid on balance, but that's what makes it Destiny. If it was balanced, it would be Halo.
Exactly.
If it was anything else, it would be Call of Duty.
Yeah. That's true.
It's Destiny.
It's Destiny. It's different.
Yes.
It definitely is different. Yes, I agree. So it would be a cool game to see crossplay, but at the end of the day, the mouse is gonna fuck everybody. The mouse will fucking destroy everybody.
Yeah, the sensitivity is too good.
Yeah. But yeah, money is the case in my opinion. I think, to me, this is one of those stories that comes out and that they'll be like, oh well, we can't confirm anything.
And it could be just they're just trying to see maybe they're just trying to just test it out. Maybe they don't want to do it, but they want to have the option.
Yeah, maybe they're just trying to put their toe in the water.
Like maybe when Destiny 2 comes out, once they drop last gen, maybe they'll be like, okay, you know what? Let's work all three of these together.
Yeah,
make it a little bit different.
That's true, because. They might wait. That's true. I mean, it's just, to me, it just seems like the money might just be too overpowering, and that they might do it because the same thing happened with GTA 5. Like, they're like, why don't you develop it for the PC? Like, well, we just want to focus on consoles. They didn't release it to the PC until a year and a half later.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, they could be working. Like, they're probably not going to do this for Taken King.
No.
They're not going to do this for next year. They might do it whenever they decide to bring out Destiny 2.
I think if it happens, it's happening next year.
Okay.
Like, if it happens, it's going to happen next year. See, mark that on the calendar.
April 12th as well?
Yeah, April 12th is the day for some reason. Dude, watch that day be really important or some shit.
I don't know why it just came to my head.
Like, April 12th, is that somebody's birthday or something? Yeah, but they do it, they're going to do it next year. Destiny is built for a PC fan base. Like you said, I know people will complain about it. They'll say it's like a simplified, stupid MMO, but they'll play it and they'll keep playing it because Destiny, above all things, is fucking addicting because it's a gambling simulator. It's a lottery simulator. That's all it is. That's what makes you addicted to it, is that you want to get the new shit.
You see the top games on the phone. It's the ones that don't have much gameplay. They just give you rewards.
Yeah. And you're just
I want rewards.
I want to be rewarded for my time so I don't feel like I wasted it.
I actually saw a game where all it is tapping.
I
think it's called like Bitcoin's Billionaire.
Yeah.
All you do is tap and get money by tapping to buy stuff.
Yeah.
And then that stuff lets you keep tapping, but your taps are worth more money.
Okay.
And that's all it is.
That is the lowest rung of humanity. That's how low we come.
I mean, I don't know how many. I was just looking because it was one of the free games, like not on the top games, just one of the like the featured ones on the home of the Google Play, and I was just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. And you're like,
why am I doing this for 4 hours?
Yeah. Why am I still playing this? God.
It's like
rewards.
Fallout shelters. I mean, you're just clicking your rewards to pick them up.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's ingenious, dude.
Yeah.
It's ingenious.
And they have ads, and they have microtransactions if you want. Not necessary. They're geniuses.
Geniuses, dude. They just know how to make money. All right, so my prediction is that it will come to the PC next year. I think this is a clear sign that it will. There's too much money in it. There's too much money involved for them not to jump at it. I'm talking about they probably would sell on PC like 1 million. I mean, Batman sold like 500,000 on PC.
And PC was shit.
Yeah, and it was shit. You know, and that's part of the reason why I think they don't release it right away is because they want to make sure it's good. And same thing happened with GTA. GTA is a fucking smash success. Well, it's gonna be a success regardless because it's GTA. But I think Destiny is there now. It's already like it's gonna become one of those staple franchises.
You think
done.
So? Okay.
It's done. Like
I
it's
hope
done
because I love it.
No, it's done. It's done. Like I'm like I didn't even love Destiny. And I might love it with Taken King, but let's say Taken King never came out. If they came out with part 2, I would fucking buy that shit.
even though I
didn't love it, there
is so good.
The what?
The gunplay, like I said.
Yeah, the gunplay is so good.
Too good not to be playing that, unless you don't like shooters, which is understandable.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you like shooters, like I can understand you hating Destiny for all this and that and
for all the bullshit
and all the bullshit kills that kill you, you know.
Yeah.
But it's too fun.
But the mechanics are fucking.
And the lottery simulator that you play, godlike.
yeah. Even though you hate it, I hate it. It's exactly how you are in Vegas, where you're just depressed and you're like, "Why do I keep fucking playing this shit?" And then you keep playing, then you win.
Sir, would you like to step away? You're complaining. No. What are you talking about? I want to fucking play.
Well, you've been complaining here for the past hour.
Just take my money and let me fucking play.
Go get me some alcohol. Shit. Fucking Destiny. All right. Well, thank you for joining us on this week's podcast. Once again, I was correct every time, and Javi doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Never know what I'm talking about.
We'll find out on April 12th.
On April 12th, mark your fucking calendar.
Mark your calendar, April 12th. All right, guys, we'll see you guys next week. Peace.